So I'm going to share a pedal with you that I really like. So the pedal I have is the Marshall Vintage Reissue Blues Breaker pedal. Now, this pedal for me, this is the reissue. This is still made in England. First of all, if you get the real ones, they're crazy. I see people asking $1,000. I see people asking $600. This one, new, is $189, and here's why I like it. Obviously, it's used by John Mayer. That's where it got a little notoriety. What's funny about these pedals is I remember in the 90s when the Marshall pedals came out, and I wanted the Shredmaster. My mind at that time was Shredmaster, Shredmaster, and I finally ended up getting a Shredmaster, and I was like, oh, I love it. It's metal. And this was just, I'd never seen one of these. And this is one of the few pedals I bought in my life where I never heard one personally. I had no reason to want one. Just, it was expensive and hard to get. So when they did the reissue, I'm like, oh, well, I should get one, especially since when I found out they were still making them in England. And, it's not like a cheaper reproduction, at least as far as I know. So I'm going to be using it into my Fender Princeton, and so you guys can hear that. So what you're looking at now is the pedal itself. I have that in a separate camera. And it's, like I said, right now I'm running my Kiesel PM Delos, just a Strat with 2 humbuckers. I'm running the humbucker neck right now. I'm running this into the Blues Breaker Marshall pedal, then into the Princeton. Let me give you the clean. Okay, so there's your clean sound. All right, now what I'm going to do now is show you, if you look at my settings, you see that I have the gain at about 70%. I have the tone control straight up, and I have the volume at about 70%. So of the travel of the knob. So very, very, very basic. And this could be an always on pedal is what it's referred to a lot of times. But I'm going to go ahead and play something for you. Like I said, neck pickup. First thing you notice when I turn it on, you're not hearing a whole lot of gain. It's not a big gain pedal, but it's got the beef. It sounds great. Okay, so let's go ahead and play something for you. Here we go. So again, it's got that, just the notes feel huge. But what I want to show you why I love pedals like this is that it does something really cool. I actually will run the gain at 10. So there's the high gain. What I'm going to do different is I'm going to switch over to single coil neck. So I'm on a single coil neck. I'm going to use the same drum track, now with the gain on 10. Here we go. Ready? Now, what's great about this is this tone is much more aggressive, and I did it purposely, right? I played the lower gain with the humbucker, but the higher gain with the single coil. Watch what happens if I back the volume off. Now, I'm going to go back to the humbucker. Remember, I'm not changing the knob on the pedal. Watch, all of a sudden I get the same tone again. Sometimes people refer to that as being amp-like because the volume control on the guitar like I said, that was the earlier tone we got. So I will run this pedal a little bit more aggressive like you see it now with the gain almost on 10. And then, like I said, between the two tones, this pedal, although not inexpensive at 180 bucks, I feel like when I'm playing this through a Fender amp, whether it be a Hot Rod Deluxe or a Blues Junior or a Princeton, man, it's just something about the mids in this pedal, the Marshally mid throatiness mixed with the scooped mids of a Fender amp. I get that sound that I really like, which you just heard, which is that kind of the bigger notes with the less gain, or the thinner notes but with the more heavy attack. And I really like that. There are a ton of versions of this pedal. I've tried so many. I tried the Mooer one. Which was like $49, but I thought it sounded just as good. So before I could have a real blues breaker pedal that I'm holding right now, a real being Reissue, I had all the inexpensive versions, or whatever, the fakes, and I thought they all did the same job. They just seem, if you listen to Josh Scott, he kind of explains they're pretty much all using the same circuit. It's just something cool about owning the real looking one. It's just really cool. Who knows how long they're going to keep making this, or if they're still even keep making this. And when I was looking for links to give you guys, Guitar Center was out of stock. A ton of people out of stock. So Sweetwater had some, so I put the link there. And actually, believe it or not, as you saw, I didn't add any delay. I didn't do anything. That's just that pedal and my Fender amp. I could go anywhere and be happy with that sound. We'll end on that note. As always, thank you so much for your time. Till the next time, know your gear. So if you like this clip and you'd like to watch another one, you can click right here. And if you want to see the entire episode of the podcast, you can click right there. As always, thank you for your time and know your gear.